July 27th, 7 weeks after I first started my oaking experiment with the Pinot Noir. So I've got a little bit poured out into my glasses here. I'm going to taste to see if there's what the difference is, and if these gallon jugs are then ready to bottle. So let's get started. The typical way, I mean, I'll do a video on tasting sometime in the future, but you're supposed to kind of look, smell, and taste. But for this experiment, really, I'm just looking at smelling and tasting. So this is the first one. This is American Oak Medium Toast. Yep, definitely can taste the difference. I drank a bottle of the same Pinot Noir last night with a buddy, and it didn't have any oak in it at all. So it was kind of the test batch that didn't have any oak. Yeah, definitely there is a difference. A little more tannin-y than and less fruity than the Pinot Noir without any oak in it at all. Probably a more complex taste, as I imagine an expert might suggest, just because the oak adds more complexity to the wine. Now, I doubt I'll be able to tell the difference between these because I've yet to really hone my tasting skills. Usually I just drink it without thinking, as most of us do probably. So, this is the American Oak with a medium plus toast. Kind of a longer finish, I think, than the Pinot Noir without the oak in it. I like it. Tastes more like a professional wine, maybe. So less fruity. The other wine kits, including the Cabernet, which I didn't oak. I mean, it came with some oak chips in it, but I didn't oak it like these. And like the Pinot Noir without the oak. Those are really kind of sweeter and fruity. This is less sweet. Yeah. Like it. So now we're on to the French medium plus, and I really should have something to cleanse my palate. We'll grab some water. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Got some pretzels and some water just to cleanse the palate. Alright. So now we're on to, got two more wines left to taste. This is a French medium plus, or medium toast, and this is a French medium plus. Can't tell the difference on smelling it, so, which maybe you should be able to. I don't know. So, like I said, need to get better at that. Wow, that's different than American. I don't know quite how to describe it, but it is different. Maybe holding the fruit tastes a little bit more, but actually I think it tastes better than the American oak one by a little bit. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's, I don't know, just in your mouth it's not as harsh, I guess, as the American oak. Interesting. Alright. French medium plus. More tannin taste than the French medium plus, maybe by just a little bit. Well, that's it. Bottling time. I definitely don't want to leave it in here any longer. I think if I left it in for a substantially longer period of time, like maybe another month or so, it would be too much. You get too much of the tannin taste, or the, like, I'd say the where it feels like, yeah, it's just not good for me anyway. So it's almost 2 months reading about oaking wine, especially with chips. It's like online various sites and blogs. They're suggesting between a month and 2. So I think they're spot on. I've been just shy of 2 months, and I think they're good to go. And they're different, much different than the batch Pinot Noir without any oaking. This tastes definitely more like a wine you might buy, because that other Pinot Noir is definitely sweeter and doesn't have light on tannin, and this is, I don't want to say drier, just the level of complexity is a notch higher than the other stuff. So this is the end of the Pinot Noir series. I've tasted all the 4 varieties of oak in my Pinot Noir, and that concludes it. So I've learned something. Hopefully you have. This has been a great experience, learning to do the videos as well as learning how to make wine. And this is just step 1 in my wine making adventure. So stay tuned for future videos and on my YouTube channel here, Wine Slug, as well as wineslug.com, the website that is still under construction, but eventually, hopefully, I'll get there and add content that's meaningful and useful to everybody. So with that, we'll say bye and thanks for tuning in. Until next time, slug on.